Welcome to another evening of Accept 11, a guided community playthrough of a healthy chunk of the videoed game that we know as the 11th Final Fantasy. If you are just joining us, earlier this year, during the Acts of the Blood God Trans Lifeline Charity Livestream, we raised enough money to hit one of our goals, which was to get me, your host, Victor Hunter, the one speaking to you right now, to play through, with the community, a massive chunk of the video game Final Fantasy XI in preparation of Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trails 7.1 patch and the Echoes of Vana'diel raid series. I would like to announce that so far it has been a resounding success, and I appreciate all of your participation. We're getting a little bit closer to the end of Rise of the Zillart, which, as of the last live letter and the trailer for 7.1, it seems to be a good indication that Rise of the Zillart is exactly what we will want to have wrapped up for the first leg of our Alliance raid. We have seen some of the set pieces and enemies we will be facing in Juno the First Walk. And let me tell you, it's all just base game and Zillart. Oh, hey, here's something. I've heard some people pronouncing it Zylart. Now, some of you know me. I understand that the point of language is to get across meaning more than it is about the words themselves. I also like to nudge pronunciation into the right direction. Now, the kana in Japanese for Zillart is jirato. If it was Zylart, we'd have Zairato. That's not what we have. We have Jirato. So let's... One might argue, if you came up to me and said, Rise of the Zillart, or Rise of the Zillart, probably wouldn't bat an eye. I'd keep on trucking. I'd live my life. Now, if you're gonna come at me with Zylart, I'm gonna ask, now where'd you come up with that, buckaroo? Before playing the game, I was pretty darn sure it was Promathia. Promathia would have followed a little bit more conventional English wisdom. I would have... That'd be making a little more sense in that realm. However, take a look at those katakana, my friend. You're going to find a world of Promachia. It's gotta be Promathia. I heard someone say Promathea. And I was like, bold. That's a zesty choice. Flies in the face of some linguistic conventions, but I'm not gonna dock you points. I'm no such arbiter. You hear that? It's the sound of me trying to do something I'm not supposed to do. Oh, okay. One of the things we also have seen is the armor that we'll be getting from Juno. And it is the Archangel's armor. Also, this upcoming month in FF11, the login bonus. Over the past 5 months, they've been slowly releasing all of the different Archangel armor as the login bonus. In November, later in November, they'll be dropping all of them again so that you can go back and pick up any of the ones that you might have missed. So this is probably pretty relevant to most of our listeners and most of the people playing along, because I believe we started during maybe the Galka armor, but yes, we're going to have a chance to scoop up some of those ones that maybe we missed, which is nice. That means that Chotomomo is going to be able to get the rest of those. Speaking of Chotomomo, our petit pêche. To continue. Our motif, if you will. Hey gang, what the heck are we doing? We are wrapping up our Headstone pilgrimage, which means we have the fire fragment and the light fragment. Let's go ahead and do that fire fragment. Oh gosh, I'm on the, again, wrong keyboard. Okay, this keyboard. This one right here. Oi, 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 oi. Rise of the Girato. Here we go. This one we want a little bit of a crew for. I am, of course, back at the Blue Garter Wiki. Not the Final Fantasy XI fandom wiki. Ooh. Not a chance. Not a chance. Okay. Where are these guys? These must be in here. Yeah. Double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Groovy. Yes. If anyone has ice clusters, that'll help. But also, not the end of the world. Not the end of the world by a long shot. Hey, also, while we're doing this, while we're prepping, tell you what, I'm gonna go, how do we want to get here? I want to go from Yoator Jungle which I personally do not have access to at this juncture. Yeah, boy, who wants to carry me through this? It's a bit of a sleepy day for the V-Man. I'm a little... I went to the wrong place. We are on Bahamut. Oh no, I am... Yeah, this is all fine. Yes. So, Headstone Pilgrimage. We've done 6 of the 8. We have one more particularly tricky one, which is the fire fragment. And then the light fragment, we'll save that one for last, just sort of thematically. It's quite nice. So, I mean, where's the shell at? Where are you all gathered? Okay. Nowhere in particular. Do not have the Yoator survival guide, do I? Which means... Oh, I do. I do. Fantastic. Asura here. Yes, my main is on Asura. And I like it there plenty. Okay, here we are. The Yoator Survival Guide. So, I'm just gonna hang out here for a sec while people can gather. We'll see what kind of crew we've got for today. We've had some great turnout recently. I've been really pleasantly surprised and I've been pleasantly pleased. That's what I was gonna say, which is great. You're doing great, Hector. While I wait here, I'm gonna go promote this over on the socials. Again, wrong keyboard. Yep. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. love the jacket she's wearing. What a look. Who's got a cool jacket? Oh, yeah. That rips. That is a good look. Oh. Oh no, what's happening? Oh no. What has happened? Uh-huh. 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 Did that work? Request cannot be processed. I invited you all already. Have I successfully done this? Ba-doop. There we go. Posting. Posting. Oh, where? There you are. There you are. Posting. Hi, Riley. I'm realizing maybe I didn't. Did I post the schedule for this week? I'm sorry if I didn't and this came out of nowhere. That's my bad. I probably put it over on our on the 11 channel and maybe not in the planning channel. Oops. So sorry. But yes, hey, hold on. If you're just joining us, and you would like to join in the discussion and really sink your teeth into this playthrough, head on over to patreon.com/bloodgodpod, where for $1 you can join our Discord, join our lovely community. We have a fantastic bunch of people over there. And a crew that has... There's no other way to say it. You've all come through. You've shown up. Gosh darn it. You've done the dang thing. And played the game. Got a real lack of... Got no Galka, no Mithra tonight, huh? Do we have anyone who's playing a Mithra? I don't think so. That's interesting. I mean, not that interesting, but, you know, that's kind of interesting. Okay, gang. We are heading to Ifrit's Cauldron. And that's up here in Mount Yatunga. I'm pretty sure this is a pretty straightforward little trek. Are we waiting for anybody? Do we have anybody who's supposed to be here? I'm just gonna double check. This seems okay. This seems... right, yeah? Spyrus? Yeah. Okay. I'm fine with chilling out for a second. Again, my default is I want to ask how everybody's doing. But we don't need to go there. We do have our Galka. Oh, good. That's good to know. Where are you? There you are. You beautiful bastard. Yeah, I guess I'm also ready to explore this volcano, which is to say, make a beeline through the critical path, because it is very easy to get lost and also end up in the very, very wrong place. So, I'm excited for that. It's also a little too dark in my tiny little booth for me to crack open my atlas. But I do have my water. I hope you can't hear the sound of me gulping down agua. So sorry if you can. This is not an ASMR channel, though it could be. Gotta get some prism powders. I mean... What? We'll probably be okay. But I'm like that. I'm a real... I tend to, yeah. We've got the items, we've got the spells. We're also... Look at us. We're big kids. We can take care of it. I'm only 67. I thought I'm gonna have a little... Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna do a little grind session. You invisible on your mount? Interesting. Boom, ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-boom, ba-doom, ba-doom. Been hitting the capacity points hard on your main. How's that going? 'Cause that's the grind. That's the new grind. Yeah. I have made a vow that I am going to get one character at one time, one job, 2 job mastery. I will not necessarily be pursuing master levels, but who knows? Maybe I'll go crazy someday. But I believe I've mentioned this before. As a certified FF5 freak and a certified Final Fantasy Dimensions freak, those little job mastery stars are important to me. They compel me. At 200. That's further than me on my main. I believe I'm around 50 something. But I've been sort of collecting them passively. Where's our dude? There you are. There's our dude. Look at you. You're too big for that little guy. That's messed. You nasty bugs. Don't like that. I don't like that you're invisible on it. Okay. Let's roll out. And transform. In that order. It is nice to get the music here. It is nice. Boop ba doop ba doop ba doop ba doop boop boo ba doop. right? I'm doing this right. Yeah. Yeah. I think if perhaps... Hold on, I'm about to sneeze. Everyone chill. I've been a little sneezy lately. I don't usually have allergies in the fall. Right? I don't know why I keep looking at this map. It's very straightforward where we're going. Is this the wrong one? No. Is this the right one? Oh gosh. Can't remember which entrance we want. Oh boy. Yeah? I think we want the other one, don't we? Oh, narts. Yeah. Yeah, I think we want the other way. So sorry. Yeah, this is the stuff. Don't fall off that cliff, or do fall off that cliff. No. Yes. Well, yeah, we want to go under there. Oh, we can't. Wait, how do we get down? This way. I love Final Fantasy XI. What are you? You're neat. Children ask us what life was like before Google Maps. Make them play 11. Yeah. This is... I mean, I remember going on trips to the city and printing out my MapQuest results. Okay. Ooh, gosh. Here we go. We have our Survival Guide. Thank you, Survival Guide. Now, I don't know how, I don't know what, oh yeah, okay. Bat wants to fight me. Sure. I don't mind killing a bat. 6 experience points, not quite worth it. Here we go. We go up through here. Okay, maybe... Oh, sure. Yeah. Let's fight a little Hecdies. Nine experience. Oh, yeah. Okay, I might, yeah. I'm gonna sneak and, invisible. So I think we can probably get through this pretty quick-ish. And if we're lucky, we won't have to use too many clusters. It's all gonna go great. Okay. Everyone got me in your sights? Let's roll out. After transforming. I love it when he says that. Classic line. Yeah, my first time through here, it was very much oh, okay. That's where my destination is, I guess I'll just go to Ifrit's Cauldron and try and find my way there. And I think every 11 player has to sort of go through that phase. Has to go through the, well, how hard could it really be phase. Where they then discover very, incredibly, prohibitively. You used to mine here. Well, that's lovely. I imagine they probably would have made this a pretty good place to do precisely that. I have very little knowledge of the gathering. Oh, we have 2 dead. Now... Now, how in tarnation? How, pray tell, did you pass, friends? How, pray tell, did you pass? And where on God's bountiful green earth are you? Aha. There's you. Back where we started. Okay. Where are you going? Where? Talamosi, no! Talamosi, no! You've gone the wrong way. I saw you walk off. I saw your poor little puppet. All the way back here. Okay. We killing. Getting this guy. God bless Loborodo. Now. Okay. All right. That was a good first attempt. Now what have we learned? We're gonna sneak. We're gonna invisible. And we're not going to slash follow. We're in a volcano. We gotta do this manually, crew. Okay. Rolling out. Appray transform. Going up here. We're turning left. Past the sulfur scorpion. Past this mining node. Past our old friend volcanic gas. And I mean, we're so close. We're basically there. Here is our first wall. Now, we could gamble, wait a minute or two, see if this wall of fire drops, or if someone wants to give up an ice cluster. Oh no, Lobo. Hey, that's my friend. Okay, we'll try not to aggro everybody. Come on now, let's be sensible. Maybe this'll help a little? I don't know. Ooh, I love seeing a blue magic skill rises by 0.3 points. God, that feels good. Ah. Ugh. Okay, get through that larva. Get through that larva. Oh, God. I should have mentioned it does not last very long, so we gotta coordinate those. Okay, let's go for a little walk while we can still see each other. Heal? Sure, yeah. So, I don't want to date this too much, but we have seen our trailer for 7.1. This is exciting. And we are also kind of confirming my greatest fears, which is to say, it's going to be some dimension hoppy shenanigans. Could be another shard. Could be an alternate future. Could be an alternate present. Either way, gotta say, I'm a little bummed. I am a bit disappointed. I really did want to see it as more of an Evilise than I wanted a little more Evilise and a little less Nier. Not that I'm one of those people who disliked the Nier crossover just because it sort of broke the world. It just means that, for instance, I can't write a, say, tabletop campaign where, you know, a character happens to be from Vana'diel, who crosses over with characters from Eorzea. Makes writing around this a little harder, which is too bad because, like I say, Evilise is so well incorporated. Why can't you use your imagination? No, I could figure out a way. I'm just saying it won't work like Evilise, which is easier to do because they have made them parts of the same landmass in contemporary time periods. Not everyone wants to write a campaign that is about crossing multiverses and dimensions and time travel. Sometimes you want something a little more grounded and a little more simple. And I was hoping that with Evilise as the template, we would be seeing something like that. Yeah, dog, I know I can. It just means it's not going to be as grounded as a story I would like to tell. The kind of story that I could tell with Evilise if I wanted to because of the way they handled the crossover. But thank you. I didn't think about using my imagination. I'll try that next time. Okay. Oops. Oh, who's fighting what? Yeah, I was being sarcastic. All right. Let's go. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, what's the other FF battle theme that sounds most like? That's like that's a real sort of inversion of which one are we talking? Oh gosh. Hold. Holding. Okay. I want to be very careful here, not to go the wrong way, or you will fall. Turn left at our old pal volcanic bomb. Right? Yeah? And now, a straight shot. Through our node. Our Ash Lizard. And once again, are confronted with a whorl of flame. Oh. Whoop. Now, that seemed to happen quickly. I guess stuff is mean here. I don't remember it being this mean here. But I guess I'm only 67. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Brilliant. Sneak and invis. Want to be aware of the ash dragon who could potentially be here. But maybe, just maybe, we're gonna be okay. And here is our third. I might just hang back and let Oshadi-senpai handle it. Oh, go, 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 go! Go, go, go! Book it! Yeah! Yeah! Is that everybody? Looks like it. There's our little mammoth. Oh, bicyclette! Oh, bicyclette! Oh, mon Dieu. Oh, I gotta roll for stuff. Oops. I don't need you, and I don't need you. You know what? I'll cast it for a bomb arm. Also, yeah, some of these I could maybe use. Oh, inventory full. Gosh, dang it. Am I ever gonna need... Yes, I'm gonna need Jody's acid for something. Oh, I got all these things. I got all these things I need to trade in. I would like you. I can pass on you, pass on you, pass on you, pass on you. Okay. That seemed to go well. We are very close. We're making it happen. Us and the captain. Oh, look at that. A presence of a pumpkin. Again, this is, I believe this is a bit of a straight shot. I don't think we're too concerned with getting lost. We want to go behind the waterfall, yeah? But which behind the waterfall? There we go. There's our fire headstone. Everybody get ready. For Opos. Oh no, bicyclettes! Yo! Marcus streams games. Welcome to our community playthrough of Final Fantasy XI, brought to you by Axe of the Blood God Productions, broadcast straight from the Charlian Dropout's Pacific Northwestern Annex. Brought to you in stereoscopic sound. And stereophonic video. With stereotactile gameplay. Ah, bicyclette. Fire fragment obtained. Do I have... Can I use... I don't have anything to help. Anything. That was the fire fragment. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. However, we still have one more to go. Monkey fight? Monkey fight? Looks good to me. We all got it? Fantastic. Okay. So. Oh. Can we get into Zeta from Merifito? Whoever's been there recently. What is our best... What's our best route? Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Oh, good. Great. Oh, this will be a fun one. This is an easy one. This is gonna be great. We're gonna have a great time. Okay. Everyone, head on over to your Merifito Mountains Servavalguide. Again, Velcro on my sock. There's a little Velcro strap on the controller cable, and it's getting me. Keeps getting me. Keeps figuring out my whole deal. Predicting my every move. Oops. Do I have other chairs? No. Just this guy. I would like to get more chairs. I like having lots of chairs. Astral cube. An Ephraimidian throne. Ooh. This is fun. And all these fun chairs. 14 could use some chairs. Oh, I guess I should heal. No, I'm yawning. Sorry. I'm sorry. $6.24, eh? I mean, look, this one's not going to take us very long. I say we get this fragment, charge on ahead into the next mission. Don't know how much progress we'll make, but it'll be fun. And I really want to get the next one over with. BRB, sounds good. Yeah. Next one is a Next one's a tiny bit of a pain in the ass. But I think we can probably, if we just keep riding this momentum, we can push through it. Maybe, maybe we'll plan to start, or yeah, maybe we'll plan to get to mission 7. I think we can do that. Finish our Headstone pilgrimage. Got some cutscene to watch, and we'll get back to the desert real quick. That'll probably take us about the next hour and a half. You will not need to go back to Ostroya again, I think, until Wings of the Goddess. I think. Maybe? I love... I'm just looking ahead to the next mission and the walkthrough. And it says, in the strategy for the boss fight, it says, a dual-boxed 75 Black Mage, 75 White Mage, and 75 Thief Ninja can easily beat this BCNM. Oh. Good. Who does that help? What? Right? Am I crazy? What a funny thing to have on your wiki. Ooh. We're at Windurst 7-2. I'm ashamed to admit, I don't know what happens in Windurst's storyline. I think that's probably what I'm going to be doing. I think once we wrap up this, and maybe before we start Chains, I would like to go back and wrap up my my nation missions. Never done a windy mission. Never. Not one. So you must have been extra confused that Shantoto was our flagship character for well over a decade. Oh, are we all back? Who are we waiting on? Sorry, I can't remember what. Lobo. And you're here? Or are you burbing still? Which is fine. Groovy. Oops. Okay. Let's head to Zita. Probably one of the most well-known Zillart locations and soundtrack additions. You know what I mean? Pretty sure it's a regular in the theater rhythm rotation. Stop looking at the map. You know where you're going. Just follow the little road. Just drop into the little road, Victor. And follow your little road. You're just going left. When you hit a thing, go left. Stop looking at the map. Something I would like to get better at. I wonder if that's something just brain wiring. But if I have a map, I'm always looking at my map. Maybe it's something that phones have beaten into me. No, northeast. Yeah. I know. When I get to the turn in the road, I will be turning left. From the perspective of my character. Forget so quickly and have to double check. Same thing with recipes and instructions. Yeah, right? Like, what is that? A brain wiring thing, or is it brains forming while looking at screens a lot kind of thing, or what? Either way, I would love to just be a little bit more comfortable trusting my wayfaring abilities. Yeah, I know you can cut through the mountain. I'm taking the road. I'm going for a sense of verisimilitude. A tiny gesture towards a breath of role-playing. A whisper of living a life through another. Hello, hello. Plus, it's good to sort of remind ourselves of this guy. and what it looks like and what it's doing. Right, we've got, you know, sure, pops out of the ground over there. Heads up through here. Seems to stop there, but also looks like maybe it, I don't know. Heads underground, perhaps? Maybe that continues on a little bit. I like it here. One of my scenery magnets is a shot of Marifito Mountains with one of the little spherical cacti in the foreground. Of course that's what you thought it was, 'cause that would make sense. That it's, you know, it very much makes sense to think that that would be bone. I'm sure they did that on purpose. I think it's great. I think it's lovely and smart. I think it's real cool. They just let it be a mystery for a while. Nice sound design here, too. Good wind. Good wind sounds. This is... I grew up in places what looked like this. I'm quite partial to these mountains. Three, two, one, huh! Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Is it also raining here? These are some relaxing vibes to chill/study to. Oh, hot damn. See, this is also what the other place I looked like. What the other place I grew up looked like. Oh, yeah. That's good stuff. Where'd you go, Rain? Where'd you go, Rain? Alliance? Oh. Oh. Is that how that works? Yeah. Okay. If someone else wants to lead the way, that's fine. Otherwise, I'm gonna vibe too much. And I simply cannot. I have people who have children to feed. Can't be stuck behind Chodomomo as she vibes out in Zeta. I want that rain sound back. Where'd you go, buddy? Where'd you go, Rain? Cutting out on me like that. Rude. Zeta is profound vibes. There is a very good. So there's some good arrangements of this tune in general. There's a good one over on Space Roast's FF11 playlist. I believe there's a good one in the New World Final Fantasy concert series. Can't remember which album it's on. I think there's 3 out now, 3 or 4. I like them a little bit more than Distant Worlds. I like a big orchestra, but also I like a little orchestra. I like an intimate orchestra. I think we're going this away? Or over that away? For truly? Okay. So, hear how it's quiet for a moment, and then the song will start back up again. Haha, like that? Because I've been digging back into some Xenoblade X stuff. There's a bunch of people out there who don't like the soundtrack to Xenoblade X. And sure, whatever, go for it. But a bunch of people complaining that Sawano didn't even know how to do his job right. Didn't know how to compose for video games because the songs don't loop. They don't have a seamless loop. And that's a silly thing to say. Is that person assuming that Sawano didn't understand what video games are? Or that you can be in a place indefinitely in a video game? Is that person suggesting that this composer didn't know that that's how the songs would work? No. You buffoon. Well, now that's a little something We on the west of the Mississippi call it dead end. Who did I foolishly follow? Anyway, to suggest that the Xenoblade X soundtrack is bad because Sawano didn't know how video game music works shows a profound ignorance. It does nothing but weaken their case. Besides, we're all people of taste. We know Xenoblade X is really, really good. I gave it a perfect score once when I was writing for an outlet that no longer exists. A perfect score. We were a small outlet. It didn't matter. I was not so much trying to set precedent as I was trying to take a stand for what a perfect video game can be. Not perfect video game, but a 10 out of 10 video game. Because that does not mean it needs to be perfect. Oh. Another guy. A light fragment. A single fragment of light. The way in which it shines suggests that it is resonating with something. You will have to move closer to the light fragment. Okay. I can. The air around you has suddenly changed. Doomed pilgrims. Now that's a good name for a nasty freak. Will this help us? Again, truly no idea what I'm doing on the Blue Mage front of things. But I like to think that's balanced by my can-do attitude and joie de vivre. Hey, let's get ourselves a light fragment, shouldn't we? You have completed the following Records of Eminence objective. Rise of the Zillart 5. You must hurry to Zepwell Island's ancient temple. I suppose we must, friends. I suppose we must. I will see you all there shortly. What method shall I take? Let's do a little bit of let's see. We're going to CD 11 on the south side. Hot damn. Hot damn. Okay. Gotta go. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, Thalamosi, for joining. Your infectious personality and unbridled enthusiasm is a boon to our crew. I think anytime someone leaves, I'm going to select 2 traits at random and ascribe them to that person and thank them for them. Like a human zodiac. Who knows what traits people will resonate with? Perhaps they'll think, it's nice that someone has recognized my unbridled enthusiasm. I didn't think anyone had noticed. Wow. Thinking that my level 58 is too low for this next section. I'm thinking that too, but keep in mind that you've got a level 67 buddy who's carrying your fine self. And if Oshati shows back up, then that's a possibility too. As long as we're killing stuff, we can get through. I am going to survival guide warp to Western Altepa. And I need a few good men to join me. The implication being that anyone of any gender is welcome. You got an ulbokonut. Ulbuka plus coconut. That's good. A sandstorm over there. Huh. But yes, I want to say, hey, if you're level, whatever, 58, come along with us anyway. When else are you going to do it? Otherwise, you're going to have to level on your own and do it later. Oh, also, missing the wind shard. We're getting the wind crystal now. No, I got the wind crystal a while ago. I mean... what could we do if you were missing the wind crystal? Yeah. Trying to keep doubling back to a minimum on stream. But I guess it's also not that far, is it? Yeah, if someone... If you want to make a detour, go grab the wind crystal. It shouldn't take very long. I could probably afford to take a 5 to 10 minute break anyway. I just don't know if you've been to Rabao or Altepa yet, in which case it could take you a while. But if you have access to these areas, it shouldn't take long at all. So tell you what, Choto Momo's gonna have a seat. She's gonna rest her gams. Cause her dogs are barking. And I'll be back in 5-ish. Oh. So many people in here. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Sorry I'm about to take a 5-minute break. But I promise it's not because I don't love you. Okay, back in a sec. I'm back. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I see them in Kuftal Tunnel. That's good. That's progress. They'll be in Cape Tarragon in no time. This is one of those things where playing through this for a second time, because I guess I've done a lot of stuff on the main continents, on Mindarsha and Quan. I've started a few characters that have wandered around the mainland a fair bit. So I feel pretty familiar with the geography. Getting to do Zillard again. It's nice to have a better mental image of locations and their relations to each other. I really like those underwater tunnels. Something about them. Something about an underwater tunnel is fun and quite good. Only my shadow, huh? Interesting. I do like the shadows, the opacity of the shadows just layering over each other. An additive shadow opacity. Look at that. They're in Cape Tarragon already. Wow. Also, over in Eorzea, I've decided that I want to try to play through Echoes first time as a dancer, because that's my main job in 11. It'll be the first time I'm doing new stuff as a DPS in a very long time. Also, do I think it's odd that they're giving us, from what I can tell, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it seemed like this from the live letter, they're giving us the Archangel gear as role gear, as opposed to, you know, dropping them like they did with the 2B outfit, which is essentially a glamour piece. Because of the 5 variations, that means you know, there's a pretty good chance you don't necessarily play the job that would allow your particular race to dress as their particular archangel. It's not my favorite choice either. In fact, I think I dislike it. Because we have so much other actual role gear from 11 that they could use. The Archangel stuff, well, like what they're doing in 11 right now is releasing the Archangel gear as glamour gear. It's our lock style stuff. I'm not upset. It's just one of those things, you know? One of those things. I'm only critical of Echoes of Vana'diel because Return to Ivalice was so good. It gave us so much. It gave us so much stuff to work with. Oh my god. It expanded the lore of the world. Just got jump scared by a caterpillar. But this is fine. Yes. Hi, Mac. Yeah, I don't have anything cool to sit on. I just have my chair. I'm sorry. I'd be on a caterpillar if I had one. But the way the Ivalice storyline expanded the world so much, and then into Save the Queen, which was just incredible. It was so good. So that being some of my favorite stuff in the game, and some of my favorite world building and lore stuff, and then the fact that Eureka, being my other favorite thing, is so steeped in 11 to what looks like they're throwing all that kind of stuff out the window in favor of more alternate timeline multiverse just feels slightly more cheap than I would like. It's just, and again, am I going to love it? Yes, absolutely. Am I so excited? Yes. Yes. God, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm only this critical because I've seen it all be done so well. In both games. And in both Eureka and Save the Queen. So, we are having difficulties staying alive. We have a plan, though. Oh. Should I... Do y'all need me? Would you like a hand? Do you require assistance? Only critical because I love it. Yes. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You are having some trouble staying alive. Uh-oh. Let's get you all back in fighting shape. I think it... Let's see. Yeah, I'm sorry. I guess you guys wouldn't have been able to summon trusts without me if you're still in the party, too. Oops. We realized too late. The Final Fantasy XI story. See, I can use a mount when it's urgent. I believe you are all in here. Jess? Ah. Right, okay. Unless you are solo or the party leader. Am I not the party leader? How did I end up not the party leader? Is it because we joined the Alliance? Oh. Ah! Well. Now you've sucked me into your spiral. This is why I said, hey, we're doing the fire fragment and we're doing the light fragment. Oh, gosh. Ay, ay, ay. That's what I get for helping. Being a nice guy. Boy. Gosh, I hope this... goes okay. Pollen anything? Does pollen help me at all? No, that is not worth it. Just isn't worth it. Alright. Boy, I hope... I hope we can do this! I don't think we need you to come save us. We've got enough people. We're all just sort of scattered to the four winds. Hey, wow, wowie, wow, wow, phew. Okay, here we are. Okay. Well, maybe we won't get around to the next mission today. I guess we can't summon trusts unless we kick Oshati? Which... I guess, dissolve alliance... Then, Bella, if you hop out and join my party, maybe that could work? Yeah, I'm not too worried about weakness if we have trust as an option. Once we can get Vana'diel in here. We will probably be fine. Or, oh yeah, I don't have a Pururu right now. Or, I don't know, yeah. Any second now. There we go. Okay. Do we want to give this a shot? Okay. That looks good to me. Let's roll. Go for it. Whoever needs to do it. You do the honors. Go team. Go team. Where'd that goblin come from? What are you doing in here, sir? Ooh, blue magic skill reaches level 199. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, everybody. Timing skill chains probably won't be easy with the latency of a stream, huh? Oh well. We're really doing it. We're really doing it. Closing window is usually very lenient. It's the opening that always gets me. If you do them too quickly, they don't stick. Huh. I still just barely understand skill chains. It really is too bad that you don't have to have a great understanding of them anymore, because, I mean, mechanically, it's fun. I mean, skill chains are that's Crystal Chronicles right there. Okay. It's 7:30. I don't know, let's try to do it. I'll meet you all at... Oh, you might need lightning. Never mind. That's it. Okay. That's the stream, ladies and germs. We will come back next time. We'll do the quicksand caves. Yeah. Everybody, if you want to hop in next time, level up. Make sure you got your fragments, and we will move on to quicksand caves. Thanks everyone for hanging out. It's a bit of an odd day, but I'm glad we got to hang out a bit, make some more progress. The Headstone pilgrimage is done. We just have a couple other little weird quests to fiddle with, and then we will be heading to a very exciting portion of the game. I can't wait. So we're going to make a ton of progress next time. Just sort of mission progress and story progress. We have some really great cutscenes coming up. So the next stream is going to be a very exciting one. I can't wait. Thanks everyone for coming out. Stay flippy out there, man. It's whatever. Oh no, I'm not gonna end on a bummer note. I'm gonna say thanks so much for hanging out in good old Vana'diel. We have lots to look forward to in less than a week. I can't wait to run Echoes with everyone when we get to it. Okay, good night, everybody. I love you, and I'm in love with you. And my cat just locked himself in the bathroom, so I'm gonna go tend to that. Night, gang.